Welcome to Thursday Thoughts. Now, this week I'm going to do a recap on Foil Fest. So it was a pretty epic weekend where we had Foil Assist Division, a team's prone event, and then an individual prone event, plus a little surf race exhibition that I actually really enjoyed as well. So a bit of a recap, the Foil Assist Division with bigger surf, which is kind of perfect for the Foil Assist because we kind of motor in with ourselves into the bigger sets. And it seemed to me that carves were kind of more rewarded than sort of whitewater hits. So the outside section was getting, and like big set waves getting the scores rather than the inside. And I seemed to peak in the heats and semis and then sort of didn't find the rhythm with the sets. And there was a bit of a rule where you had to go around a marker and a bit of discrepancy as to whether you had to stay up on foil or if you went for a little wave, you had to go back around the marker. And I got a bit confused on that. So put myself out of rhythm for the sets, but that was a really cool event. Will Sproul won. Interestingly, majority people using foil drives, but there was a few guys using duotone, the new duotone sort of foil drive or foil assist, and Will Sproul was using the foil drive code, so the duotone foil assist with a code foil got the win, which is pretty cool for code, not so good for foil drives, but it was a super fun sort of weekend. Next was the surf teams event, and this included teams from Byron, eastern suburbs, northern beaches, Gold Coast, and then there was a bit of they call themselves the Mutts, which was a combination of Sunshine Coast, South Coast, WA, they basically from all over, so I didn't have a full team. There were teams of 6, and everyone had to catch 2 waves, and you kind of rotate as many times as you want. And this was a little bit small surf, more on the point. Super fun, good judge, good vibes. Everyone was just sitting around watching and taking turns, and that was a really nice, kind of cool part of the event. Then was the individual pro and surf event. The surf dropped a little bit on this, but we're just sort of on a point, and the judges are really rewarding whitewater rebounds, so really critical surfing. It's a little bit offshore, so it made it tricky, but to me the standouts, Luke Atkinson was really doing some crazy turns, and then Zane Westwood for his carves were really ripping, but first and second. So no surprises there. I feel like, again, I peaked in the heats and semis, and then in the final just sort of lost rhythm, couldn't find sets. I'm happy with how I surfed for the waves I got, but they just weren't big enough to compete with the crew. But I definitely got one of the higher heat scores, I think, in my semi. Had a really good heat, and I was happy with how I performed, especially considering coming back from an injury. Then finally was the surf race, super fun concept. So I did this bit of an exhibition after the surf teams event, took off at the point, surf sort of prone and sup. It all worked pretty well because we timed it with the set, so the prone guys got in, 5 or 6 of us around the first marker, pumped across the surf in like a channel, then back out, and there was a set coming through on the way back out. There were a few guys in front that kind of got cleaned up by the set, and Oscar and I kind of Stephen Bradbury'd it around the outside and pumped to the finish. Also got me by a whisker. But yeah, it was cool. Cool format, I think, and there's legs for it. I think we kept super fun and short, sharp, good to watch, good to compete in, and the element of luck, waves. Basically, Oscar and I jagged it because we got lucky with the others getting cleaned up. So that was pretty fun. So that was Foil Fest 2025. Big thanks to Lisa Ranson for running it, and Zane sort of being the figurehead.